Hey everybody. I was on a training event earlier this week. It was a 2-day training on first responder, firefighter, suicide intervention techniques. And one of the guys for 8 hours did this from his car because he had a 2-year-old, and that's where he got his quiet time to take an 8-hour class. Well, here I am. I am getting a new fence put in, so instead of being out back by my pool, I am in my car. And Buddy's here with me. Buddy! So we're getting ready to go to the dog park, but I did want to tell you, give you a little what do I want to do? Answer a question I was asked. So Christmas season is coming up. A question came up. We have a large Greek community here. A large Orthodox community, and the question was, how come the Greek Orthodox, or whatever Orthodox faith you're from, how come people of the Orthodox faith don't celebrate Christmas on the right day? I'm like, that's a good question. So I had to research my calendars. What I didn't remember was that we had 2 different calendars that are in use. We have what we use is called the Gregorian calendar, started by Pope Gregory the 13th. By edict, we were switching from the Julian calendar, which came out from Julius Caesar back in 42 BC, something like that. And went from the Julian calendar to the Gregorian calendar. The Orthodox faith still uses the Julian calendar. But it begs the question, how come the days are mixed up? I've got an answer. So when Pope Gregory the 13th started his Gregorian calendar to resolve some problems that there were with the Julian calendar, he put out a papal bull. And what it said, And what it said that I did not know is that it took 300 years for these calendars to become accepted by people. What came out with the bull is there were too many leap years. There were too many days to make up. So what happened is this edict came out that said 10 days are going to be dropped when you switch to the Gregorian calendar. So what this meant is that 1 month was 10 days shorter than other months. And since it took 300 years for countries to adopt this, different countries adopted at different times over the next 300 years, different numbers of days got dropped and added, which I thought was really interesting. Good gosh, for those of you who remember the year 2000, 1999, huge deal. Huge to switch from 1999 to 2000. There was 1 year, and I forget the year, we had to add a second. Another big deal. A leap second. Think what it's like to add a 10 days. So, different calendars, different things. Sweden and Finland had a double leap year in 1712. And in the U.S., back in 1782, if I remember what it was, we had the shortest month ever. In September 17, where is it? I can't see it, but it was only 13 days long. Isn't that crazy? All because Pope Gregory the 13th wanted to switch to a more accurate Gregorian calendar that reflected the solar events, the solar vernal equinox, the summer solstice, events like that, and make them more in line with the calendar we follow. Not as many adjustments are needed to time, and that's why we in the West use a Gregorian calendar, whereas the Orthodox people of the Orthodox faith still follow the Julian calendar, which kind of bumps things back 13 days. And that's why we celebrate Christmas and Easter on different days. Long answer to a simple question. Little side note, not everybody follows calendars based on the sun. Some are lunar calendars. Jewish, Islamic, Persian calendars, lunar. There is one, it's a Balinese calendar, and I forget what they call it. It's got some kind of funny name that I can't pronounce. The Pawukan calendar. It has the craziest way of doing this, but it's based on rice harvest seasons. Isn't it? Anyway, I just find it interesting. And that's in addition to the Chinese calendar. It's amazing we can keep track of anything, isn't it? All right, guys, keep those questions coming. This was an interesting one for me to research. Make sure you follow us, share the news. FL Compass Church on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And be sure to check back Saturday. And I'll have a little story. Not really a question, but something came up that I wanted to talk about. So just a thought. Have a wonderful week, and we'll see you Saturday.